Hey everybody, my name is Kim Kent. I'm so excited for this event. This is our Mums in Business. This is our Perth edition of the Mums in Business online info event. And it's really exciting because I'm here today with a lineup of incredible boss mamas, these incredible humans who are raising humans and also building their own empire on the side and contributing financially to their family, which really inspires me. So we wanted to get on this call and share with you some success stories, share with you what it is we actually do, right? And how we're making an impact and how mamas are really like leveling up and stepping up and like smashing that stereotype as a stay-at-home mom, and not only being the stay-at-home mom, but also having their own business and the fact that it can fit in and around their lifestyle so perfectly. So I've been a part of our incredible online business now for 7.5 years. I'm not actually a mum yet, but the reason that it really excites me to host this call for you guys is I'm actually in the midst of trying to make a baby. So I'm en route to, oh wait, that was a pun, wasn't it? I'm on the journey to, that was unintentional. I'm on the journey to making my own little baby. Okay. Anyway, keep this PG. And something that I absolutely love and what I'm excited for is the fact that I've been able to build this business on the side from home, and it's now my full-time income. I work a part-time hours in it, but it's now my full-time residual income. And why that is so important to me is I'm someone who grew up with a lot of instability as a child, like especially financial. My parents separated when I was very young. There was just a lot of stress and anxiety around money. So I've always had this burning desire to be able to have financial stability as an adult. So when I bring my children into the world, they don't have to struggle like I did. And I've been able to create that. And that's why, like, when time comes, hopefully within the next 12 months, that I do bring a baby into this world, that my husband and I, we can both be at home. We don't have to worry about finances. We don't have to worry about all the stereotypical things that seem to be really common in the everyday person, right, when it comes to making a family. So I'll share a little bit more towards the end anyway, but I'm going to hand it over to one of my beautiful friends who I'm so grateful I got to meet working in this business. Like this, you join our business, right? You make the most incredible friends. And this mama is absolutely rocking it. She's going to share more of her story and more about what our business is and what is it that we do and how simple it is. So where is the gorgeous Sarah?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm pinning you, babe. Take it away.
Hi guys, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for the beautiful intro. My name is Sarah and I have been with the Juice Plus company now for, oh my goodness, just over 4 years. And to say that this business model has changed my life would be an understatement. And I say model because I mean, you know, I'm talking about social selling, network marketing, direct sales, whatever it is that you want to call it, because this is something that was so different for me coming from the corporate world. But in essence, this is just really a community that is a space where you can grow and ignite your more passion and purpose and, you know, just bring more into your life and just be a part of a beautiful, uplifting group of women where you can really find your voice again. Before this business came into my life, I spent a lot of time feeling frustrated and restless, and it's so hard to explain, but I just knew that I really wasn't living the life that I was meant to live. And when the feeling got to be too much, I would change jobs, go overseas, move to a new city. I was like just always looking for something. I was always looking for purpose and direction, for something to feel right. And I was just stuck on that hamster wheel of life. I don't know if anyone else here can relate. Now, turning 30 really had me starting to think seriously about the choices that I'd made and why I'd felt so empty. And most of the time I would end up falling back in the only work that I knew, which was the corporate world. It was quite toxic, the environment that I was in. There was lots of big egos. It was in a dark and dingy office, sitting at a computer screen all day, looking at spreadsheets, drinking that disgusting instant coffee that I don't know what is up with these offices, but they all seem to have the same one. You know what I'm talking about. And I just knew that I wasn't really fulfilling my life's purpose. I even thought of having a baby as my exit strategy, which is so crazy. I just wanted out. And that's when I saw a friend posting on social media, on Facebook, around children's health. And I suppose I just started asking questions. And what I found out was that this is a package that allowed me to actually earn an income whilst promoting a healthy lifestyle, which was something that I was always really passionate about. And I realized that quite quickly that this could be the vehicle to my freedom. And for the first time, when I stepped into this, oh my goodness, I've never felt such a sense of belonging before. Like, setting goals each month with a team of supportive people was just so refreshing compared to what I knew in the corporate world. And I knew that if I focused on this while I was working full time, that when me and my husband wanted to try for a family, that I wouldn't need to go back to work. And I guess that's exactly what I ended up seeing, was a lot of the women that I was working with were having children, having babies, having children, and having to come back to work after 6, 9, 10 months, putting their babies into daycare all day, putting their children into before and after care. And I just was like, hang on a something, there's something not right here. That just wasn't what I wanted for me and my family. And so I'm so glad that I started when I did, because I now have 2 beautiful daughters. I have a 3-year-old and an 8-month-old, and we didn't have the financial stress of me going back to work after maternity leave. So I was able to say goodbye to the 9-to-5 grind, and I now get to work my business in stolen moments around the kids. But before I started this, what I found that kept coming up for me was really, if I wasn't to try this, then what else would I do? What were my other options? And to be honest, I couldn't really think of anything where I was going to be in the same place at the same time, trading time for money and still sitting in that toxic corporate environment. I just couldn't do that anymore. I don't know any other opportunities that cost normally $165 a year, but at the moment we have this incredible offer that's only $55, where you get given a step-by-step system to create success, an amazing group of people that support and cheer you on every step of the way. And I just knew that if I took little steps, that I could create massive change, and without risking anything or having to quit my job or my current commitments at the time. When I first started looking through this, I thought of all the reasons why I shouldn't do this. I don't know enough people. I'm not businessy enough. I'm not savvy enough. I don't have any skills. But I soon realized that this is actually just a referral-based business. And since I was on my own health journey, all I had to do was share my journey with this amazing program and the community that we have, and inspire others to create healthier and wealthier lives. I think that's pretty cool. So now I'm going to hand it over to Annika, and she's going to talk more about the amazing products and the program that we have aligned ourselves with. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you, Sarah. That was amazing. And I think I really resonated with what Sarah said as well, because I remember before I've actually been in the Juice Plus business now for 10 years. And seriously, before this, I never lasted. The longest I ever lasted in a job was 2 years, because I needed variety. I needed to mix things up. And this is what I've loved about this business. I can create it and make it whatever I want. So it's always new and always different for me. I really resonate with what you said then, Sarah. So I was actually introduced to this business when I was 8 months pregnant with my second. At that stage, I was not looking at a business at all. I already had another business that I was doing from home. And it was really just the light bulb moment for me was actually the products. And it was the products that just really resonated with me, because at that stage, I was 8 months pregnant. I didn't have any cleaning chemicals at home. I was eating organic. I was being such a good gal. And I've always sort of been very passionate about health. But I never thought about the supplementation that I was taking. I always knew that I needed to supplement, and especially being pregnant, but just in general, because we're just not getting the same levels of nutrition from our fruits and vegetables and foods than what we were even 20, 30 years ago. So I always knew I needed to supplement, but I never thought about what it was that I was supplementing with. And I was putting synthetic isolated, segmented vitamins that have been made in a lab. And this is where, when I came across Juice Plus, it just made sense, because it was literally 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries encapsulated into capsules. So it's like, okay, right, well, I've got a multivitamin which has 30 isolated segmented vitamins in it, or otherwise I've got something that's got 30 different fresh fruits and vegetables that have over 12,500 known phytonutrients. There's actually even more that we don't still know that are in there, that I'm being able to flood my body with every day, and it's actually bioavailable within the body. I don't know if anyone else has had taken vitamins before and had disco wee, like the bright orange wee. That's because your body doesn't know what to do with it. So I was so excited when I came across these products, and I wanted my whole family on it. I was not interested in the business at all. I just wanted my whole family on it, and I wanted friends on it. And so basically I signed up for the business just to get a discount for my product itself. And then I just kept sharing it because I started feeling the differences. I could start seeing the differences in my family, and I was just sharing it very organically. But I must say that I've never been, because I had my other business, it wasn't something that was on my radar. And it's interesting because then as I started seeing the results, and then with the kids, because the kids get these gummies as part of the child health study for free. And so I was seeing results with my friends' kids that weren't eating any fruits and vegetables, that were now starting to eat fruits and vegetables. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think there's something here. And then it was actually some of my customers that were coming back to me going, is there a business attached to this? And I was like, yes, there is. And so I kind of organically, slowly made my way more and more into the business. And the thing that really started to wake me up to the business opportunity was, with my other business, I was exchanging time for money. So when it came to school holiday time, I didn't work because I wanted to spend that time with my family, but that meant that I didn't get paid. Whereas my Juice Plus income was still coming in every single week, every single month, whether I was working it or not. So it allowed me to have that time with the kids and on holidays, and not take a pay cut. And then it started equaling my other business's income, and then it overtook my other business's income. And this is all as a residual income. So this really blew me away. And I was like, gosh, what am I doing? Like, this is the way I should be actually switching my focus to, because it makes sense for me as a mummy. So now I'm on a full-time income after 10 years of being in the business, and still working part-time hours, and have the flexibility around the kids and things like that. The thing that lights me most up about this business, though, is not the money. It's the community, as Sarah sort of touched on already. But it's also the results that I see with my clients. This is something that during this time, it's actually also allowed me to study full time. I'm now a functional nutritionist, which I wasn't before when I started the business. But yeah, this business was able to pay me through doing that study. And now with clients, I'm seeing all the time, before and after, like people that are on these products, they get better results. They're able to make those changes a lot easier because you're able to start feeling better, and then you're wanting to make other changes. So I definitely find that this is a product that's a catalyst for change. And then we've got different programs that are built around our products, that are helping you make other lifestyle changes, because at the end of the day, there's never just one quick fix. There's not just one miracle cure or miracle tablet to take. It's all part of the big jigsaw puzzle. And this is what I love about our programs, is that we're looking at taking other lifestyle changes, incorporating that into your Juice Plus journey. So you over time, you can really start to see the differences that you're getting in your health. So when I see other people's kids eating fruits and vegetables, when I see other people really seeing results in their health, there is absolutely nothing that beats that feeling. So this is something that I'm always going to be with. I love the community, and I'm just so aligned with a company that is so passionate about putting families first, being able to get kids on the product anywhere between the ages of 4 and 18 for free of charge, I think is just truly incredible. Like, they literally give away millions of dollars worth of product every year to allow families to have their healthiest life. So I'm very, very blessed to be part of this company. One of the girls I'd also like you to hear from tonight is Jessie-lee Brown, because this girl has created the most beautiful community around her, and she's so passionate about having fun and just being yourself, and really has just created something beautiful with this business. So I'm so blessed to be able to work with this girl. Handing it over to you.
Thank you, beautiful lady. Such an honor when you introduce me. It's like you're such a superstar in this business, and I'm so honored. So thank you so very much. Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Jessie-lee Brown, and I have been a part of this amazing community for nearly 4 years, but I just want to take you on a little journey about where I was and where I was going, and I had no idea to where I would be now. So 3 years ago, nearly 4 years ago, I was invited to a beautiful Perth conference. I think it was 4 years ago now. And I rocked up with I was so skeptic, guys. And this is why I wanted to be raw and real on here today. And I rocked up and I thought, what the bloody hell am I getting into here? But it was something so beautiful. I walked into a door of beautiful, amazing leaders, mentors, sisters, brothers that I've never, ever seen in my life. At this stage, I had just lost my fiance in a workplace accident, and I completely lost myself. My sister-in-law said to me, we have something very magical here, and I'd like you to come on a journey with me. To be honest, like I said before, I was very skeptical. I had just lost my husband in a workplace accident. My baby was 20 months old. And to be honest, I was at the lowest of lows. The day that I entered that conference, I knew that there was something very special. The community that I seen around me, that I realized, in that moment, I realized that I had found myself a golden ticket. And when I say a golden ticket, it was a golden ticket of personal development. I walked in, I was held by the most beautiful people and beautiful mentors who said to me, we've got you. They said to me, it is time for you to dream again. And in that moment, I actually said to myself, Jessie, this is the opportunity of a lifetime that you have been waiting for since Mark passed. So guys, when I entered, I was a very broken widow. Like I said before, I had a 20-month-old baby and I had no idea where I was going. My time was stretched. I was depressed at beyond measure, as you can imagine. I couldn't get myself out of bed. And then I would have an amazing mentor message me and say, hey, beautiful girl, it's time to get out of bed and help people today. It is time to get out of bed and show the world that you are capable of amazing things. And this is why I really wanted to talk about the community today, guys, because when I joined, I had no idea that fruits and vegetables in a capsule was going to change my life. I am now 3.5 years into the business, but I've used this amazing module and business module to create my very own brand name. I now have a trademark called the BU Soul Sisters, and I create confidence in women through spirituality and nutrition. I partner with the beautiful Juice Plus company to do this, and I have given myself the opportunity to become time free. I didn't have to put my little boy into before and after school care. After he lost his daddy, he wanted me around beyond, you could just imagine, at all times. So when I said to him, my beautiful son, Mummy has found a business that can completely change our lives, he held my hand and we went on a journey of a lifetime. Now, guys, we run a very successful online business where we help other women do the same and other mummies dream again. So the reason why I wanted to jump on here and chat today, and when Kim asked me to jump on, I was so honored, because I want to leave you guys with two things. One, if you could imagine what your life would be, if you could imagine your life on a scale from 1 to 10, and you could jump on a boat and ride a boat like there was no tomorrow and go on an adventure of a lifetime, this is number 10. I jumped on this boat. I rode this boat. It has been a ride of a lifetime. It has been wavy. It has been rocky. But every day I wake up and I've dreamt again. Every day I wake up and I dream again with my beautiful BU Soul Sisters. We hold hands and we help each other on a journey of a lifetime. So I want to leave you with this. If you could dream again, would you? I said yes to a business that has completely changed my life, and hand on my heart, I believe it could help you too. So now I know there's another amazing mummy in Perth. Her name is Sarah. She is a mummy on a mission, and I met her at conference. It was so lovely meeting her, and so lovely just being able to see like-minded women on a journey with me. And I want to introduce you to the beautiful Sarah Connor. Now, Sarah, if you could take it away, darling, I know that you've got so much to offer here, and if you need anything or any advice, guys, just reach out to the person who invited you to this call tonight. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for that beautiful intro, Jessie-lee. And one thing I love about these events is just hearing everyone's real and raw and authentic stories, because we all have stories, and it's just so humbling to hear where everyone has come from. So yeah, I'm a FIFO wife. So my husband works away, particularly through COVID. There has been some pretty long stints of him being interstate. So this business came into my life about 3.5 years ago now. At the time, my youngest baby was about 7 months old. I had another one at home with me. She was only 3, and I had one girl at kindy. So what I had found was I came from a corporate career, and I hated it. I dreamt of the day that I could have babies, and I used to joke with my husband, I can't wait to retire and have kids, because I felt like it was my way out of the workforce. So I was really lucky to be a stay-at-home mum ever since having my first child. But after my third was born, I started to, I guess, surprise myself with loving being a full-time mum, but just feeling like I needed something more. I was so busy, but I was bored, and I had gotten to that point where I felt like I had nothing to talk about other than my kids and their sleep cycles and their activities. And I honestly felt like I was adding no value to the world other than being a mum. I had lost my voice. I felt like if I went out into a social setting, I felt insecure and had no confidence, because everyone else was talking about these exciting things they were doing in their life. And yes, being a mum is amazing, but I just felt really lost. I knew I needed to do something, but I just didn't know what it was. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I really craved that financial independence again, but I didn't want to get a job. With my husband being away a lot, it was really important for me to be that constant in their life. So to drop them at school and pick them up and be able to go to their assemblies and their sports carnivals. And when they would get a merit certificate, I would have other mums, ask me, oh, would you mind taking a photo, or would you mind taking a video, because I have to work that day. And I just did not want that, because my husband misses out on most things. So it was just really important for me to be able to be there. So I quickly realized when I started sniffing around the workforce again, but that there was just no unicorn job out there where you could start work at 9:30, finish work at 2, have all of these days off when you needed them for the kids. And then on top of that, you've got the school holidays and the days when they're sick. I quickly realized that there was just nothing available. And also there was just no possibility to get back into the workforce where I had left off. I was looking around at jobs that were almost base level from where I came from, a HR background, and I was never getting a call back. So I thought this isn't going to work. I was doing what a lot of mums do late at night when you're up with babies, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and something popped up, which was Mummies on a Mission, and I thought, okay, let's see what this is all about. When I kind of got more information, I was very, very scared, because it was so different and so far out of my comfort zone of anything I'd ever done. I am a real introvert, and it's funny because a lot of people in this business say they're introverts, and you think, they're not introverts. What are you talking about? They're talking on an event. But I am. Before I started, I refused to even get on a Zoom call to talk to the beautiful lady who introduced me to the business. The thought of getting on a camera terrified me. I would not even talk to her on the telephone. We chatted through Messenger, because the thought of having to talk to a human being like in the flesh just terrified me. So the other thing I love about this business is, as I said, I felt the fear, but the thought of what I was going to do otherwise, I just thought, okay, I've got nothing to lose. And sorry, my battery was just about to go flat. Nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I kind of jumped all in. And what I quickly found was you are just immersed in this beautiful community that helps you find your voice before you actually find your own. And here is one of my kids sneaking down from bed. Just a minute, I'm just talking on an event. Yeah, am I still on? Sorry, I've just had two come downstairs, one of whom broke her arm yesterday, and I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but when I was at the hospital, they gave me a form to fill out to give me authorization to take time off work. And it really, in that moment, made me realize, it really made me realize how lucky. Talking. Oh, hang on. Sorry, she's got a sore arm. I'll fix it. It really made me realize how lucky I am to be able to just take all of that time off when I need it to be available for my kids. So I'll go back because she's been quiet now. When I started, you're just really immersed in this beautiful community who help you have confidence before you have any in yourself, and they help you find your voice before you have the confidence to do things like this. So it really is a personal development journey masked as a career almost. And the more you immerse yourself and the longer you go on your journey, the more confidence you gain, the more self-belief you find, the more belief you have in actually being able to achieve success, which you never thought was possible. So I just find that that is just has been the most amazing thing, is the friendships I've formed, the mentors that we are exposed to, and the coaching and the personal development that we get. I even have some women who come on board and say to me, if it was nothing else other than being exposed to the coaches that we have and the leaders and the training we have, that in itself is worth joining the business purely for that purpose. So the community is amazing. The ability to be able to work like this, right, from home in our active wear with our kids floating around and screaming on Zoom calls. If I had done this 4 years ago, tried to do this in the corporate world, it's just not acceptable, right? So we do most of our training with kids in the background and the chaos that goes with it. And I often joke that I should be a billboard for, if I can succeed in this business with the chaos that goes on in my life, then anybody can. Because most of the time when I'm on these calls, I have kids screaming in the background. Some of them are running around naked after being in the shower. So I just love that this business is made for the chaos that is mum life, and the ability to just fit this in with everything else that is going on in our lives. So yeah, if I can do this, believe me, anybody can. So thank you so much for letting me share my beautiful, messy story. And I'm going to hand it back to the beautiful Kim.
Thank you so much, babe. Seriously, if that wasn't a first-hand, like the practical, the display of like how we do this, how the mamas absolutely rock this, like I don't know what is, right? That's literally like, there's no discrimination, there is no competitiveness, there's no you should do that, you shouldn't do that in this business. Like you come in equal, we all come in equal, we all come in with whatever craziness we've got going on, and this business works for every single one of us as long as we work it, right? So I'm going to wrap it up, and I just want to thank the beautiful ladies for sharing their stories inspire me. Like I can't wait. I know I might say this and you might laugh at me, mums. I've had a lot of mum friends say, just wait as long as you need to. But I can't wait to be a mum, or I'm excited for the fact that I already know the freedom and flexibility that I'm going to have. So I know that I don't have to take time off work or lose an income. I can still be me. I can still show up as a mum. I can still be a part of this amazing community and be accepted as I am, with screaming children and whatever else it might be. And one of the other things I wanted to share is being a part of this. So I started a business when I was 23 years old. I've just turned 30. So seeing so many, like I've seen hundreds and hundreds of mums who have worked alongside me or in our greater community. They have come in and they have gone from the I'm just a mum label, when they feel like they've lost themselves, they feel like they don't remember who they were before kids, they're feeling like just so unclear and have no drive or not sure what they want to create or what they want to do, and they feel like they're so far lost from who they were before. I've seen these women absolutely transform, and like establish their identity and know who they are, and know that if they're a mum and they are themselves, and just seeing them get their power back and seeing them get their time back. And I just think that's so amazing. And at the end of the day, right, time is our most valuable commodity. I just realized I put my glasses on. I'm like, why is it reflected in my eyes? Time is our most valuable commodity, right? And I know I want to spend every magic moment with my children, and to be able to be a part of this business that you literally can do in stolen moments, you fit it around you. I'm chatting to my mum friends who, once the kids are in bed, they're like, right, let's do this. One of my mum friends in the business, she has to sit with her kids while they fall asleep. That's just what they do. And she's sitting there, she's like, okay, this is half an hour while they're falling asleep. I'm making some money, I'm working my business, I'm connecting with community, I'm helping other women. I think it's amazing. So I'm going to leave you with some really cool facts that I've got it as a screenshot on my screen, and I'm going to read it out to you. I won't show you it because you'll see a really messy desktop of mine, but I just want you to know the power of our industry and our profession that we are in. Like, network marketing is a professional business model. It is a successful business model. Oh, I just clicked out of my screenshot. And between the year 2015 to 2020, network marketing had on average a 3.6% growth year to year. So in that time, so this was growing as we were heading into a time of chaos, right? We know what's just happened in the economy and in the environment over the last 18 months. And our company and our industry has continued to have growth every single year. Now, just to put into perspective, guys, a new startup business, right? Your new traditional startup business, if you were to think, oh, I'm just going to start up my own business, right? You have an idea, you invest in all the business coaching, all of that stuff, spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. But after 1 year, 50% of new startup businesses fail. After 5 years, 80% fail. And after 10 years, 96% fail. And that's with an average of about $60,000 on the investment, or with the investment. Ours, to join us in Australia, is $165. And right now, if you're watching this during our incredible blitz we have on, it is down to $50 plus GST, which is an incredible saving. Another thing is, this business gives you the opportunity to grow residual income. So residual income, guys, is you make money while you sleep. I make money while I sleep. These beautiful mums make money while they sleep. You know, residual income, even if you just wanted to earn $500 a month, and that can make a huge difference in a family's income, right? In a family's lifestyle. Like, what could an extra $500 a month on top of whatever it is that you've got going on, what could that do for you? So we have $500 a month you can get in this business just by, we have something that we call qualifying our business. It's a little target and you learn all this stuff and it's really exciting, right? You can, just by hitting one of the first targets within our business, so you don't even have to be in this business long term to get here, you are in the green. You can be earning $500 residual a month. Now, to earn $500 residual income from property, you need to earn an outright of $150,000 in property, not mortgage. Like, you need to have at least 150 grand of your money that's gone into property for you to earn at least $500 residual back from that. Or you need $320,000 in cash that's locked into a minimum 12-month long-term deposit for you to make $500 residual income back. So you can kind of see the costs and what's going to be probably a simpler and easier option, right? And network marketing, or the MLM industry, right? This blows my mind. This absolutely blows my mind, right? So for 2019, the turnover worldwide for network marketing was $193 billion. Now, that's every single company on the whole planet. So let's compare it to the film industry. The film industry, the world film industry, turned over $42 billion. And the music industry, $19 billion. So remember, the network marketing turned over $193 billion. Like, how incredible is this? And look, this isn't just a little side hustle. It can be for you, especially being a mama. Like, it can start like that, but 82% of women earning over 100K per year, so 100K plus Australian per year, are doing it from home via their home-based businesses. And even better, they're doing something that they enjoy, that's flexible around their lifestyle, around their kids, you know, there's without the commute, without burning themselves out, without answering to a boss or having to sacrifice their health or family time. So, and the stats are, this isn't part of my little thing that I wrote down, but I don't know it exactly off the top of my head, but just to put it out there, it's something like 80 to 90% of women who are millionaires are in network marketing. It's something like that. So just to like paint some vision for you. So if you're really considering this, if you're watching this, whether it's live or you're watching the replay, like, please reach out to the person that shared this with you, because we don't keep secrets. We don't hide anything. This is on the table for you if it's something that is important for you to, and what can this business do for you? So a really important question I ask myself, I was asked this, and I ask myself in times of, you know, when it's tough or in times of challenge or struggle, I'm like, if not this, then what? So I ask you that, like, what if this was something that provided that little bit of financial security or some more choices with you and your family, or maybe you just feel empowered, or maybe so you don't have to ask your partner if he's the main income earner. Maybe you don't have to actually just ask if it's okay to spend some money. You can have your own coming in. And I think that's so important. So thank you so much for jumping on today and tuning in. And I hope you're feeling inspired. Please ask all the questions you need. Yeah, as I said, we are open books. We do not hide anything. We will share all the ins and outs and how this can work for you. And if you are joining us in the time of the Blitz, do not miss out on saving $110. Like, seriously, freaking amazing. All right, guys, I hope you have the most amazing night and rest of your day. See ya.